Fight and talk back again into the. I'm delighted to be joined by one of the top prospects in UK MMA right now, Thomas Owen, ahead of his bout this Saturday night against Shay Ingram on Golden Ticket Fight Promotions for the vacant featherweight belt. Thomas, how are things, man?
Good man. Fucking hell, gonna make us blush, Jay.
Yeah.
Fuck me. No
Well,
man, I'm sweet. I'm sweet.
good, good. We're in fight week now. How are things? Weight coming down nicely. I know we've just been talking there. You're already sort of getting the weight down, so you might need to nip off a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, going into a fight week mentally for you, what's it like preparing yourself for the fight? And how does your mentality change during the week? I've spoken to a lot of fighters, some who will go to sleep before they're meant to be fighting, others can't get that rest at all. For you, what does a fight week look like mentally?
Mentally, it's alright. Fair. Like I'm in a good place at the minute. I'm confident. I'm happy. The weight's coming down well, so all that. Yeah, I'm sound with all that. But like obviously you start to feel a bit flat. You start to feel a bit drained. But you just got to remember that like it's only a couple of days, and once you made weight and once you get that first like refeed and you rehydrate, then you feel on top of the world. So I'm just keeping my mind on that. And even though I do feel a bit of shit now, then I know in a couple of days I'll fucking feel fresh again. So I just focus on that.
What's sort of like for you fight day then? Are you one of these athletes who's quite sort of chilled out going into a fight day, or is it something where the tension builds a little bit throughout the day until you make the walk? Or
I don't know. Like obviously there's going to be some nerves there, isn't there? You know what I mean? There's you don't want to let anyone down, and you're going for a fight. Then there's of course going to be some nerves, but it's just about accepting the nerves. You know what I mean? And like they're there to help if anything. They let them fuel you, and just try and control yourself. You know this is what you train for. This is what you prepare for. This is why you're here. So, obviously everyone gets nervous. Well, I think everyone gets nervous, and if they don't, they're probably mental. But it's natural. It's natural.
if we do look forward then to Saturday night, you do face another undefeated prospect in Shay Ingram. 4 subs, I believe, as well. What sort of fight are you expecting from him?
I think it's gonna be a really good fight. To be fair, I think it's a perfect matchup. Really, both 5-0. Both like obviously undefeated. Both on good gyms. You know what I mean? I think we're both at the stage where like as well. Like he's like the first person I fought like myself, and I think I'm his. If that makes sense. Like we're both kind of it's our first time fighting like another good prospect. So, perfect matchup.
What's it like for you? Because I know when you look through your record, look, everybody you fought, they've been in and around your record. You're not one to, which I think we're seeing with some amateurs now, where they're almost trying to build that record up a little bit. You've been wanting to go in there and fight guys who you're well matched against. Why has that been important to you in terms of your development in these amateur ranks?
Um, I think it's important to not kid myself. You know what I mean? I didn't ever want to build myself up. I just don't know. Like I don't know. It's just the way I think it should be. It's just my person. I know boxing do it a lot, don't they? Like I know they have loads of like fights in the amateurs. Like I think Lomachenko was like 350 fights someone at amateur. Like it's fucking mental. And I don't know what the caliber of the people he's fighting are. You know what I mean? I don't know, but I think I see it as like this is the experience now, and this is the time to get experience up, time to make your losses, time to make mistakes, ready for me pro career. So I just see it as that, and I just think it's a waste of time going fighting just someone who I now more or less I can beat. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know anybody listening to this will be able to tell. So you're from the northeast. You were originally in Alex Edlund's SVG South Shields, and of course you had moved. Was it for uni or was it for work?
It was actually family. Like I was born down here, and then I moved up there when I was like 5, and then I live like sticky story. Like I live with my mum, and then that didn't work out. So then me pal and his mum stayed there for a bit, and then I went, and then that didn't work out. And I was still training Alex's then. I didn't want to move down here because I was like happy at the gym and that, and then it got to a point though where I was like, I was training Alex's, and I wasn't at college. I was just being a window cleaner. Like I was trying to make like this dream work, and like I just realized that if this didn't work out, I haven't got really much anything else, and I wasn't really happy where because I was in care, so I wasn't really happy where I was staying at. So I rang my dad, who like I've always had a good relationship with, who lives down here, and I said, "Is there ever coming over here?" And then he was like, "Aye." So that was the reason I moved, and then obviously, luckily, I stumbled along Duo Jimmy in the rough house, and then I just gave me home.
I mean, in terms of moving from one great gym to another, you've done that pretty
Yeah.
perfectly, haven't you? What was that transition like, moving from Alex's place in? I know, I mean, all we need to do is watch the videos that Mystery puts out. There's a bit of a language barrier sometimes, but what's it like being down there? And, yeah, what was that transition like the first couple of weeks out of house?
But the thing was, when I first came on, yeah, I didn't have a car. In Jimmy's gym, like I was obviously up there. You won't really know the area, but like I live in say Newcastle, which is like Long Eaton, and then Jimmy's gym's in Loughborough, which is like more like Sunderland way. So it's a bit of a drive, and I down a car, so I was struggling to get down. And I was Dean Truman, our trainer who lives on the corner. He was giving us lifts when he could, and my pal Riley, he was giving us lifts. So the first year was a bit, I wasn't there as much as I wanted to be, which was a bit frustrating. So obviously I just wanted to be down there, but I was training in Nottingham MMA, which was easier to get to, like for public transport. So I like my first year was a bit sticky, a bit frustrating, but I stuck in it, got a job, got my car, had to do like some building outside the gym, which is like, I guess worked out well, to be fair. So I just came down here and I just went straight for like, and it was close. I probably wouldn't have like got my car on that. And so it was blessing in disguise really, but and I'm all sorted, so got my car and all that and train regularly down there now. So it's sweet.
I guess a lot from, especially your last two answers there, is how much the sport's sort of given you a direction in terms of with that. If it wasn't for the traveling, you wouldn't be getting the car and stuff. How much has the sport helped you sort of, I guess, away from the cage, away from the whole sport aspect of it, and just in general life?
I massively, well, obviously you know Alex, and like he was massive on that. Like he was always saying you got to get in college. Like he was always encouraged to get a job. Like I did end up quitting college, but like he wasn't really a fan of it. But yeah, so in terms of that, massive. I was just a little tour rag really, and I don't really know what to do in my life, but I think my life is shaped around this. So I credit the sport and credit the good people around it.
You mentioned him before, Judo Jimmy Wallhead, of course, Dan Hardy as well, the two coaches there at Rough House. I mean, UK MMA veterans, anybody, any household names in UK MMA. Dean Truman as well, of course, you mentioned, former Cage Warriors featherweight title. For you as a young prospect coming up through these ranks, how important and how special is it for you to have the likes of them three guys around you sort of day in, day out, helping you with your training?
Yeah, it's class. Honestly, I'm always grateful on the mats, even when I'm listening, like Jimmy just pat someone else or teach someone else, and I'm just watching. I do thank lucky stars. Because I didn't know, no disrespect anyone, but just like I was a young lad when I came down here, and I didn't really know who Jimmy was. Didn't really know. I kind of knew who Dean was because I'd seen him on Cage Warriors. But like as I've came here and as I've grew here under Jimmy, and I've learned more about who he was and what he's done, then I just get more and more grateful each time.
I know obviously you have moved now, you've been down there a couple of years, I think it is now, but you've still got your big sort of fan base, if you like, Newcastle. They're still travelling their droves to come down and see. How nice is that for you to still have that, like you're hours away from home, yet whenever you're fighting, you're still getting the call for these lot from the northeast to come down and support you?
Class. It's class. Well, I still like to think myself as a joy lad. You know, I still class as my home really. You know what I mean? I think like eventually I would like to move back up there when I'm done with all this. But extra special people. Hopefully I'll be able to maybe towards the end of the year fight a bit further up north and help them out. But no, the legends. But it's like same anywhere. It's same with the football. Like, I think Newcastle sell out away. Even Sunderland take like 5,000 at Portsmouth. You know what I mean? Don't know. There's a crazy bunch up there, aren't there?
With that as well, I mean, I know as an amateur, you're looking to sort of be as active as you can be. How many times this year are you realistically looking to make the walk?
Well, not looking too far past year and like all this. Like obviously that'd be disrespectful, but I've applied to do them IMMAF trials, and I think them trials, if I do get accepted to do the trials, they're in April, and the competition will be in May. So if I can do this fight, and if I get taken on for them, and I can go out and compete in May, I'll do that, and then go and doing a show in June. So I'm not too banged up from going from the IMMAFs. If I get across there, obviously talking about a fit like a lot ahead, but this is my plan. If I do get across, I'll do June if I'm not too banged up, and if not, then I'll probably just do October or something, end of September or October. So I want to do 3 at least, or 2 in the IMMAFs, maybe 4. But I'm not fighting in the winter. I'm not doing it. I hate cutting weight in the winter. It's too cold. I went soft when I moved down here, but it's fucking too cold. Fuck that. I'm not doing it.
I'm really glad you mentioned that, actually, the IMMAFs, because that was something I was going to bring up to you, but I wasn't sure if you were interested in that route. We are seeing now more and more amateurs taking that route. I mean, look, like sort of on the UFC card coming up in London, Jack Shaw, Muhammad Makhayev. Why do you think it's important as a developing amateur to be going abroad and facing these guys from other countries? And ultimately, how much do you think that'll help benefit you moving forward?
I think it's well important, especially with all like Eastern Europe and Central Europe. Like they're all great grapplers, aren't they? So go on and get a taste that early. I love to experience that. But yeah, for development, for like flights and traveling abroad and fighting abroad and all that, obviously that's great experience. And obviously also, like, depending on how you get on, you could have like 3 or 4 fights in the space of like not a long time. And also you don't have to cut weight or as much weight. Do you know what I mean? I just died down and I just fight. Like, I'm about 70 now. So I go across like this, you know what I mean? And just fight at 70. And I think that'll be good. Not killing myself. So I'd love to do it.
I've just mentioned it there as well. So UFC London's coming up there in just a few weeks. How special is that, again, as an up-and-comer coming through the ranks, to see the depth of talent that's in UK MMA right now, and the idea of then eventually one day you being one of these names making the ball?
Oh, I definitely, because I've seen people like, obviously you said Jack, you said Mohammed, like they've all, I've seen them all come up and get there and do well. So like obviously gives me massive confidence, knowing like, not like following the footsteps, but treading the same path, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, sick for the UK and just how well the UK is doing right now, you know what I mean? I think it's massive, and I think we'll only get better and bigger over time. I think the MMA scene in the UK is one of the best scenes, especially the amateur scene. You look at the amateur scene now, it's crazy. So yeah, no, so it gives us a lot of confidence.
Perfectly. Finally then, Thomas, can I get a prediction off you if I would say Saturday night going?
I don't get us that. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm not really thinking about it. Decision, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm in it for whatever. You know what I mean? Decision, so whatever. Wherever it goes, I'm ready. So yeah, but I'll go with a decision.
Perfect. Thomas, thank you very much for your time, mate.
Spot on.